The thought process is, there's the nature and the nurture, theory in psychology, moral psychology. And there's a third one that's been recently being developed, the third theory, where it's rationalism. And kids, they're basically the school of thought is that we, instead of thinking in terms of like kids learning morality through um just nature, just by innate knowing, innate, born with it, and then nurture, where it's like where kids are a blank slate, and that whatever we give them, whatever we teach them, it just, it writes the code. We write the code for them of what is right and wrong. But then the third school of thought of rationalism is that it's neither it's neither one or the other, or completely, it's neither one complete or the other. A it's not that the kid is a blank slate, but it's also not that the kid is not innate. It's more so kids learn fairness and the game, the rules of the playground through doing, through, and it's like morality is constructed by like we rationalize it, like how kids rationalize that, a glass of water on a table is the same, in one glass of water on the table, and then a different glass that's empty, you know one that looks slightly different, that's a little bit shaped differently, right? You pour this glass of water into that cup, but it's at a different level, right? And you ask a kid, hey, is there more water in this cup than there was in the other? And a kid at a certain age, at a young age, would just say the taller glass that has a higher line, that has more water in it, if he's young enough. They're not going to really understand that water is conserved, right? So um they actually, at a certain age, they'll start to realize, and on their own, if you give them enough time and experience with the water and the bottles, they will start to actually learn and understand naturally and innately that, like, the water is actually the same amount no matter which cup it is. You don't have to teach them. So the same concept kind of applies to like fairness in the playground rules. You get a kid, let them play together enough, they'll understand fairness. They'll understand the concept of fairness on their own. And if they get enough experiences through life, they'll understand on their own what they believe to be good and what is good or bad, or like what is the right thing to do and the bad thing to do. I say all this just to make the connection that it seems as though, you know, rebellion has a lot to do with our concept of fairness, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Usually people don't rebel until they feel slighted.
Yeah,
And
exactly. Yeah. So,
they don't rebel until they feel like something is a great injustice has done.
yeah,
And
exactly.
even when there's cause for rebellion, people don't often rebel automatically. You have to squeeze them a little sometimes, at
Yeah.
least in general.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the way you even described that, like, you saw an injustice on the playground and adults didn't even do anything about it. And you thought, wow, I can't respect the authority here because they don't care about fairness the way I do. They don't care about the injustices that are going around like I do. So why should I respect this authority that tells me what to do when they don't even know what right and wrong is?